people wanted it to be about who is playing the most consistent, not who's putting in the most time.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I can see when you guys are playing, Biff will play for 6 hours, he'll go up 600 or 500 SR. Other people can play for 14 hours and go up 200 SR.
Right.
So there's definitely a consistency thing there. And I could also see somebody playing for 4 hours and lose 800. So you definitely have to play consistently. But I don't know how they can rework the system that actually solves it being fun, because this issue is only impacting people on the top, like,
Right.
250 and people who break 10,000. So like I said earlier, the system does work and it functions all the way up until those top end because the amount of penalty. I know you guys talked about it on stream yesterday when you were streaming, is that like if you did get a win, it should still negate. So minimum is 0.
Yeah.
Like you lose nothing. So even if you had a bad game, as long as you clutch up and you win, you should still get 0.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Don't go down.
Because it's kind of weird system. It doesn't work in any other ranked system in the history of ranked systems that I know of, that if you win the match, you actually lose like 50 SR. Like, bro, what's going on? It's kind of crazy.
I think is fine, but I think it's just because taps, honestly, like genuinely. I think like the problem I'm having right now with ranked is, we're all, me, Hector, a few other people are all in top 250. We're only a week in. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I could do 40 more days of like taps. Like, well, Aiden's video he posted was hilarious. Like, he's like, one shit, like, tapped on me. I got one down. Like, where's my taps? Like, oh man, Adrian, you didn't give me my taps. I'm gonna go down SR. Like, oh man, like, Jacob, go ahead. And then
I will
finish.
say that it ties into that is that you don't have to grind the 40 days because of the system, the way it works.
Right.
You only got to jump on, get your elite crew on, everyone locked in, caffeine rocket, with the absolute ready to grind, log in 3 hours, go up 300 SR, 400 SR, and then just go play pubs, make some content, enjoy, hang out, read your chat, do some wagers, compete in tournaments, and you will still be on the top if you do that.
For sure. Here's the issue I have. So I feel like rank should be reflective of it should mirror a competitive rule set or a competitive play style. And you don't ever see anybody saying taps anything in competitive, first of all. And second of all, like, kills are kills, in my opinion. Shifting them, they drop 40 kills in a win. That's a team. Everybody gets the points. It's not like Shifty was the only one that got points for the team. It's like everybody got the points. So I don't understand why we're kind of like splitting kills amongst a team. It's a team game. I feel like everybody should get rewarded for team kills the same way instead of like taps. I just feel like team kills should be the answer to this, I feel like, in my opinion. And unless I'm wrong on this, I just feel like this would completely take out taps.
I agree. And I think FIFA kind of mentioned it on Twitter. He was like, oh, you could just make it so they shared, because it's not like you're going to be able to carry somebody all the way up through the ranks. Like, you just won't. They have to contribute. But I think the only way they can do that is if the system changes as soon as you hit a certain SR. Like if you're an iridescent player, for example, it goes up over 10,000, then you could swap the system. So then it's team-based or something. Because you can't change that system. It works perfectly all the way up to iridescent. There's no reason to change the system. Like, even though you would move up faster SR if you min-max it the way you're doing it now in the top 250 versus all the way up, the average player, like, it works perfectly fine the way it is. Could the system probably work better with only kills? Yeah, I played random. I got 16 kills. My teammate got 2 and the other one got 0. I don't know necessarily if I care that it was taps or not. Or it was team kills. It didn't matter.
All right, let me dive into this then. And Jacob,
so
let me know what you think.
It's really nuanced, I think. And I think the last part I'll say is that, does the system work for under 10,000, above 13,000, and everywhere in between? Or is it something that should be dynamic, that it does move based off those factors?
This might be a lot, but hear me out. So what if they made it so when you got to 10K, the thing that you were talking about earlier is the 18 bars. You know how there's the 3 bars and you get points, extra points for based on how many teams are in the lobby. What if they just made that 2 bars and you got the same SR here, and then it would be a second bar for top 3. So that way it's consistent through every lobby, like the whole lobby, until top 3. Then you can get your taps or whatever, or I guess you get more SR for the top 3 teams. And then what if they did team kills instead of assists? So everybody, if you got a
alternative or mirrored, like both the alternative to, or both systems at the same time?
Like, what do you mean both systems?
Like you're saying, like, okay, cool. We make it so that from 3 and above, you're gonna get the 7 points instead of the 5.
Right.
Cool, that system. And then on top of that, all kills will count as kills.
Correct.
So both systems meshed.
Correct. Yeah.
That
and
seems
then,
like a shit ton of points.
No, so here, hear me out. You would,
Okay.
you could do a higher death fee
Okay.
to kind of negate
Balance
that.
it
Because
out.
I was gonna say there's too much. You're gaining. So like, right, we're adding ways to gain SR. You need to add ways
Yes.
to lose SR.
Yes.
So maybe you could do a higher death fee. We could even maybe like test that out, and then you could up the SR fee if you wanted to. Because like I like where it's at. Like right now, obviously it's great. Like I feel like it's super competitive. You got to be locked in. People are going up. I mean, dude, Aiden had a bad day today. He had like a 200-point game, and he's screaming. Like I love that, bro. I love it. Like he's losing SR, and he's pissed about it because he worked so freaking hard to get that SR. You know, it's not like, oh, next game, boys, let's go get 150. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the opposite when you guys lose 14th and the depression kicks in.
yeah, nah.
It's
so
crazy, bro.
No, it
Losing
is.
250 is insane.
But yeah, I do agree. I just think as of right now, if taps are in the game, I don't see myself playing ranked for another week. I'll be honest. Like I just don't. I don't see myself next week getting excited to hop on and ask for taps for my teammates. I want to play a competitive mode. Obviously, it's not customs. We're not playing like super demon lobbies, but I want to be able to play the game as if it was a customs, you know, and I'm playing off my team. I'm anchoring, holding their, like they're over, whatever, like, you know, playing as a team. Like, and I think even also when you're dead, you should get kills. Like,
Yes.
You know,
that's one
Yes,
that
that's
should
a big
always
one.
be
That's a
thing.
big one.
I bought my teammates back the other day. I died in the gas and didn't get the SR for the last 3 teams. And I, you know, whatever, like I lost SR and they were up. And then it's just like, it's annoying. I'm like, I'm obviously going to buy my teammates back. I'm not gonna make the selfish play and just be like, nah, boys, I got to get my taps. Like, screw y'all. Like, but again, that's just, I just think it creates this like issue that obviously we won't see under 10K SR, but we definitely do see it at the top. And it's like, how can we make this system better? I think that's always, you know, going to be the question. I think just, you know, maybe some of the things I said might be a little, I don't know, outlandish, but I feel like there's definitely a better way to do it 10K SR and up.
Yeah, I mean, look, like this is also a thing that we told them like about this. We said, look, what do you guys want to do about tabs? And they said they're actively working on something for that. They didn't give us an exact like, oh, this is what they want to do. The only thing I could assume is that they make it to where once somebody is knocked, then they are no longer like, you can no longer get an assist for that. Like
Right.
once they're knocked, but then it comes into like, okay, yo, then it's like, yo, wait, don't kill him yet. Don't kill him yet. Let me get an assist real quick. Let me help you. Like, and then like,
Yeah, it just moves the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's one of those things that will probably be a little bit harder to like, I don't know. This one's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. I do think taps are ruining this, but
The other part is obviously you do get for non-assisted kills, you still get points for that. A teammate gets a kill. Maybe they up that by 1, and then technically if they lowered the other one by 1, then no matter what, you still get.
At that point, you might as well just do team kills. I say, you know, it's like just do team kills. Everybody gets the points. Like
team kills, and then if they do team kills, and then like you said, a higher death fee, because right now, like I feel like the SR system works. Like as far as like, it's not whoever plays the most.
Agreed.
It's okay. Maybe it was, I think, whoever plays the most at first, but once you hit to like the
no, we're at that point
14K,
where it's
where I'm
like,
seeing
we're at
people
that
hit.
point now where it's like the best of the best is at the top.
yeah. You know. Wait. So I don't know if you guys know Tyler. He said, personally think that there are some great ways to get rid of taps, but lots of variables and knock-on effects. I agree. You guys know what Tyler is, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah. So, I definitely feel like there is a way to right now. Okay, they fixed the problem that was at hand with BR ranked, right? It was BR ranked was, yo, Dongi loaded up, played 15 hours a day and got first. You know what I'm saying? Dongi, I love you. No disrespect. I'm just saying, like, it was whoever played the most. It wasn't who was the actual best. As opposed to during the first season of ranked, it was like, yo, if you were good, you were at the top. And if you sucked, like, you were going down, right? Like, that's just the way it worked. And
100%.
so then they changed the SR system and it fucked everything up. And so now the big reason of why it actually feels competitive, and I think is because of the death fee, right? So let's say nothing changes, right, boys? and they introduce BR ranked. How do they now make BR ranked as competitive as Resurgence ranked, where it's not about who spends the most time? And I think the big reason for that is because of the deployment fee or the Resurgence fee. So do they add a redeploy fee or a buyback fee to BR ranked? Like, what can they do to make it better?
I just think it's balancing the two. You got to have as much ways as there is to gain SR, there needs to be ways to lose SR. And it's like, you know, what they decide on what they, you know, skill gap, obviously dying. People with high KDs are going to be dying less. So their SR is going to be more consistent. You know, like Youngsters, I think he's like top 10 or something right now. Obviously has always been like a 7 KD player. Guy's insane, plays his life really well. And he gets rewarded for that. So I think it's like, yeah, they just got to figure out what is a true skill gap, and like these little qualities, like, you know, deaths and, you know, kills, individual kills, whatever, you know, whatever they come up, whatever system they come up with, they just got to figure out how to even out the ways to gain SR and with the ways to lose SR.
Yeah, I mean, so look, like I definitely think it's in a good spot right now, and will I be grinding this shit, you know, for the next 40 days? I cannot tell you yes. We talked about it with the boys yesterday. Like, yo, are we really gonna be grinding this shit? Like, it's stress inducing. Like, you gotta go in there and like actually, you know. But it's more of the taps that have been my thing.
It's the taps that are just.
I will add though that this system makes it so that like good players, like
don't
just good players. No. Good players will not make it anywhere near the top 250. You have to be like a great player.
Yeah.
Hold your own.
Agreed.
And you will not, like, by the time it's all done, people like, I don't even know if the top 250, like if you're at 14K, you're probably good. Like,
right now, you think so?
Yeah. I don't think the 200, what's the 250th person, like 12K, which is cool. But once you get above, I mean, it's crazy. And the lobbies, I think they're only going to get sweatier. I think the first week is always like they did last time. It was a little bit softer because they needed to fill the lobbies. So you have some golds in your lobbies that they still don't understand that it's the first week. Like, why am I in their lobby?
Yeah.
But if you actually had legitimately Crimson only lobbies, like it's going to be even harder.
Yeah. I mean, so what do y'all think about them adding a system? Because like, if you get into a game with, let's say, another agent in them, right? Like we fought them 3 times, and like all 3 times, I think we all went down SR, like because we were just trading kills back and forth. And so like, I know other ranked modes do this. What do you guys think about them having it to where if you kill somebody that's a high of iridescent, top 250, whatever, Crimson, how do they make them worth more? Because no matter what, it's look at the draw. Because if you get into a streamer game, you have to get them out early. At the very least, you're going up maybe 10 SR, 15 SR when you're up against like the really good fucking players. Or you guys are both going negative.
It gets complicated with that. It gets complicated. I'm not too sure. Like, I don't know. Because I've ran into other teams in like good lobbies, and like, you know, that's the excitement too. Is like, yo, we got to get them out of rip. I mean, dude, Unrational and them interrogated noobs on my team, and they sent us, bro. We got wiped -220, and I was like, damn, I know they're fist bumping over there, like all excited. You know, it's like it's the exciting part about it. They wiped us, and they got the benefit of it.
I think it's not as big a problem yet because it's not happening at the rate at which it should happen. Because I think right now it's happening it is happening more than I think it happened in Al Mazrah ranked, because you would go and it wouldn't be a top team in that lobby. There would be good players, but it was nowhere near as common as I think this is right now.
Really?
And I don't know if there's just
I think the opposite.
Every other match, I feel like people are running into somebody. Versus, I think in the other one, it was like not as common.
Right now, it's not happening a lot. I will say, I agree with Hector, because Alt F4 is a thing. So you can hit start.
Oh,
yes.
Well,
you can
pregame.
You can hit start, check who's in the lobby, and I've seen people like
pregame dashboard.
Yeah. So like we got in a lobby and like Desire Zanks or whatever, he's an EU guy. He was in my lobby, and I saw him time out with somebody else who they like timed out because they saw us in the lobby. So yeah, that's a thing right now. You can just Alt F4 in the pregame, which is annoying. It's annoying. I stay in every lobby that we play because I want to, like, you know, I get it, like the SR, like whatever. But it's not that serious to me. Like, I'd rather play a sweaty lobby than Alt F4.
I know Adrian did that shit when we ran into him. He saw my name in the thing, and he fucking
shit.
he also
Started
for it and
shivering?
backed out. Yeah, it's just all
Yeah,
good. It's
I
all good.
believe it. That guy's only good in bot lobbies. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's all good though. It's all good though. He used the VPN for what's it called?
He's on the sauce. He's on the sauce. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I think the system, like either way, they're probably not going to change it mid-season, like midway through. It'd be highly unlikely, and if they do, I think they would only change it for 10,000 SR and above, because that literally doesn't impact any casual player. There's no casual player making it above 10K. It's just not going to happen.
No, I agree.
And especially with their boys. No, they need like an elite squad to go to top. I don't know. It's crazy.
The reason why, for those of y'all wondering, chat, is because the SR continues to go up. I think last time was only 220 SR. Now it goes up to 280. And so like, I think it's after 1400, it's like minus 260 or 250. And so you're starting off minus 250. You got to work your way back up. It is incredibly hard to do that. So like, there will be a lot of people. Yeah, we talked about that right now, right? Rated, easy fix, make tabs not a thing. So you're alive. So Rated said easy fix, make tabs not a thing. So if you're alive, you get the assist points, and then also make it so if you win the game and negative, you lose no SR. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit
we
earlier.
talked about both of those.
Yeah,
both of those.
The problem with adding or making it so everybody gets the assist is basically you're hypothetically tapping every player, right? So SR is going to go up a lot. So they got to find a way to make it more balanced. You got to have more ways to lose SR. So
that's why I was saying it would go down. Like it would just go down 1 point.
Okay.
Like, so instead of it being worth a tap worth, let's say 6 or
It's like
5, it would be
3,
worth 4,
whatever.
but you would get it on every kill without over challing in a specific scenario or
So it's not that
opposition.
drastic.
It, like you would just play it normally.
I think
and
you just make it
play
team
for the-
kills and then up the death fee. You know, it's like the people that don't die are going to get rewarded, and then the people that are dying are going to get hurt more.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, 'cause
imagine
I've seen some times where they'll get the down, and in the process they could have thirsted the person for plates or whatever. There's a lot of variables where it just leads to bad gameplay, unsound, bad habits.
Agreed.
Even though they're winning and
Also,
getting.
I think for Resurgence, it should just be 2 green bars because of the thing that we talked about earlier. With there's still 12 teams in the when Resurgence ends, whereas in the easier lobbies there's 8 teams in the second circle, and people are getting the double or not the double SR, but plus 3 points for every kill. So I think it should, for Resurgence, it should just be like 2 green bars. You know, one is the whatever, and then the second bar is for top 3 teams.
Imagine if we had Tyler in here right now. We could talk. God damn it, man. I wish Tyler was here, man. But look, man, all in all, I think ranked is fun. Ranked is fun right now. I will say I am fiending for some BR ranked. I'm just like a BR guy. I don't know. Resurgence is fun. Dude, I'm doing 11-hour, 12-hour streams every day.
Yeah.
You know, just...
I'm telling you though, I think by next week, I'm probably done.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I hope
If they
I think it'll
take out
depend on
taps,
where you're
I'll play
at.
it
It'll
the rest of
depend
the
on where
season.
you're at though on the SR.
I don't.
You don't think if you're top 10, you would keep going?
I mean,
I would.
For
I
viewership,
definitely
get
would.
It. For sure. But I'm not asking my teammates for taps, dude. I can't do it. Another week. I'm telling you, J God, I'm checked. I didn't play I didn't play big map ranked after the first season because taps. I just didn't.
Yep.
As long as I'm having fun, I'll keep playing it. Right now I am, but there was a point halfway where I was like, bro, like I'm not having fun, like yesterday. And maybe that's just like, I don't know if it's just the vibes.
Just a bad game
in the call.
Bad game, yeah.
Bad game? What do you mean?
No.
Like
if you
a
have
bad game. Yeah.
Yeah.